I want to focus more, however, on Jesus himself. Because whatever we want to pull out from the man's life, I think there is a way for all of us to stop and say, you know what, maybe that title that's actually a good description of my own life plenty of times. I'm the one that's hard to like. But this passage, even more than that, tells me a lot more about Jesus and his character. Because Jesus represents a God who follows up on his people. He doesn't leave us alone. I love that when this man starts to get confronted by these Jewish leaders, he finds him again. He found him on the pool, and then he finds him again at the temple, and he comes to him again with a word for his life. And this is a Jesus who knew this man was going to let him down. He knew this man was going to turn around and rat him out to the authorities, and he healed him anyway. This is the God of grace who does this for you and me. Jesus was sent into the world, not because he thought that we would receive him perfectly and live a perfect life and be worthy all the time of his grace for us, but he came knowing that we were going to let him down. He gave me this gift of grace knowing that I would squander it the very next day. He did that for me, and he did that for you every single day. God continues to give us this incredible grace, knowing that we're not going to live up to that grace. And then he comes and says, look, I've made you well. Now I'm going to walk with you. He's still going to call out our sin. He's going to call out the ways that we're going astray, but it's not contingent on us obeying God perfectly before he gives us this grace. He gives us this grace anyway. In a little bit, we're going to take communion. And I think that reflection of a God who follows up with his healing, who calls us into this full transformation to himself, knowing that we're going to let him down, is the reflection I want us to think about as we get ready to come and take the bread and the cup. Jesus gave this meal first to his disciples in the upper room, to a group of men who would immediately go and squander this gift. He said, I'm going to give you my life. This bread is going to represent my body. This cup is going to represent my blood shed on the cross. And immediately they go and they squander that gift. Not only, we know of the story like Judas. Judas goes and he betrays Jesus to the Sanhedrin. But that very same night, Peter is going to deny Jesus 3 times. And every one of the disciples scatter. On Jesus' darkest night, on the night where he needed his friends the most, everyone abandoned him, and he went to the cross alone. All of them let him down, and Jesus knew all of that. He willingly and lovingly gave his life, knowing that we would be just like those disciples.